Hey guys, today I am back to film a decluttering video. I know I promised a get ready with me today, but I actually ended up, I don't want to say I cut my eye, but I ended up getting a small little cut on my lash line. So it's really hard for me to wear makeup. Obviously I have a little bit on today, but I can't really wear a ton of eye makeup. I just have mascara on, so I couldn't really do a get ready with me when I can't really wear eye makeup. So, or I guess I could have, but it would have been pretty short. So today I am back to do my lipstick decluttering. So this one is going to be the hardest one. It is going to have to be broken up into 2 videos. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of explain, and then we're going to hurry up and get into it because there are a lot of lipsticks to go through. So I have 127 lipsticks from when I did my inventory. I have definitely purchased some lip products since then, and I will include those in my next inventory, but I'm not including them in this one right now just because I don't want to recount everything. But 127 should be pretty close anyways because I have finished a couple lip products and that kind of thing, so 127 should be pretty close to what I am realistically at. I did a small goal again. My small goal is 100. That's kind of the way I want to do this, is just kind of set some goals and then just kind of gradually work my way down to, you know, something a lot smaller. So right now I'm at 127 and my end goal is 100. I'll talk more about the goals in the next video because that is when I'll actually finish the lip products, you know, decluttering them. But I believe I have about 70 something sitting in front of me right now. So we are going to get through these and then I will do the rest of them in another video. But basically the way I went about this is I have worn every lip color at least once. Just to see what I think of it. That way I feel like I could make a really good decision on whether I really like it or not, because sometimes I kind of forget what the colors look like on. I mean, that's kind of bound to happen. I feel like when you have 127, you're kind of bound to forget what some look like on. So I have worn the 70 something that's in front of me at least once, just to try it on, decide if I want to keep it or get rid of it. So we are going to go ahead and get started. The first 5 are my Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. I have Mother, Bone Arrow, Double Dare, Lolita, and Aisha. I do have Exorcism and Echo, but I haven't worn those 2 yet. So I just did off the 5 that I have worn. So Mother, what did I say? This one's Mother, there's Bone Arrow, Double Dare, Lolita, and Aisha. So that is what that looks like. These I will all be keeping. I love these. They're my favorite liquid lipstick formula ever. So I will be keeping those. I feel like that's really not a surprise. I bought those not that long ago. So next is my Stila liquid lipsticks. I have 3 of these. I've worn 2 of them, so the last one I don't know yet what I'm going to do with. But Stila Beso is the first one, and this is just a little sample size I got in Birchbox. I mean, it is a beautiful red color. I really like this color, but I don't know. It just, when I wore it, it balled up on my lips a lot. The formula was super drying, which is kind of interesting because the other ones I own are a little bit different. They do ball up on my lips a little bit, but they're not nearly as drying. So even though I really like the color and stuff, and I mean, it is stunning, I'm going to go ahead and pass this along because I think it's just, something about it just doesn't seem right. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it or throw it away probably. Next is Pantina. This is another really popular favorite one. I love this one. It is a really pretty, kind of pinky mauve color. It's kind of what I thought Lolita was going to be like, but Lolita is more of a red-brown color. But I love this one, so I will be keeping this one. Next are some of my NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I do have a couple I haven't worn yet, but the ones that I have worn, of course, we'll go through those. First up is Isbia. It is this pretty kind of corally red color. If you're not super big into wearing red lips and you kind of need to introduce yourself to them, I guess, this would be kind of a pretty color for that. It's one of my favorite summer spring lip colors. I love this one, so I will be keeping that. Next is San Paulo. San Paulo I was really thinking about getting rid of because I feel like it looks almost exactly the same as Isbia. But you can kind of see this one being San Paulo. It's not quite as corally. It's It's a little bit different, but when they're on the lips, they are very different. So I decided to go ahead and keep San Paulo. It was one of the ones I was considering getting rid of, but I tried it and I remember I really liked the color, so I'm going to keep that one. Next is Zurich. This is another one of my favorites. It just kind of looks like a nudie brown color, but it's a very unique color actually. I don't really have anything like this. The packaging kind of just doesn't do it justice in my opinion. So I love this. I will be keeping that. Next is Copenhagen. Copenhagen I am going to go ahead and get rid of. As you can see, it is just a really dark vampy red, and it would just be, you know, perfect for this time of the year. But Copenhagen is just, in my opinion, incredibly patchy. Patchy, streaky. It's just really hard to get a nice application with this one, I feel like. So I don't want to keep it around. I have a ton of other dark vampy red colors that are amazing. Kat Von D Exorcism, for example. I know it doesn't look quite as dark in the packaging, but I mean, you know, that's just an example of a dark red that's amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Copenhagen. You can make it work with a lip liner, so I'll just pass it on to a family member that, you know, wants to spend a little bit more time with it. I personally kind of don't. Next is my Soft Matte Lip Cream in Prague. This is probably going to look really similar to San Paulo and stuff too, but this one is more pink berry kind of colored. It's a little bit darker too, so I do like this one. I'm going to keep that one. Next is my NYX High Voltage lipsticks. First up is Sweet 16, and this to me is like one of my favorite lipsticks in the springtime. It's just so pretty, and it just, I don't know, it always makes me look like I'm just glowing from within, which is kind of funny from a lip color, but it's beautiful. Next up is Tiara, and I'm going to show you guys. They look literally the exact same, but on the lips they actually do look different enough that I can justify keeping both. So I'm going to keep both of these. They're both two colors I love during the springtime, and like I said, just give me a glow, but they are just slightly different enough, so I'm going to go ahead and keep those. Next is Tangerine. This one I thought was going to be like a really pretty peachy nude, but on me it just looks like, I don't know, it's too orange. It's not pretty at all. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along because I can't, it doesn't work for me. Maybe it'll work for one of my family members, but it does not work for me. Next is Rockstar. Rockstar, I mean, this is the color that I think everybody needs out of the High Voltage lipstick line. It is a really pretty red, but it has this very, very subtle shimmer in it, and it just makes the color perfection. So I will obviously be keeping this because it's one of my favorite red colors. It's actually pretty unique, so. Next I'm on to my Intense Butter glosses. The first one being Spice Cake. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. I'm not a huge fan of, though, of the Intense Butter Gloss formula. I get that they're a little stickier for pigmentation purposes and because then they're longer lasting, but these bleed outside of my lip line really bad, even with lip liner. So if I'm going to wear these, I kind of can only wear them for a short amount of time. I'm going to hold on to them for a little bit, though, I think, and just see if I really am not using them, I'll get rid of them. But I mean, Spice Cake, like if you look up the swatch pictures of this color is beautiful. It's kind of a I want to say mulberry. It's like a purpley pink color, berry color. So that is really pretty, and I'll keep it for now. Next is a Toasted Marshmallow. I've already talked about this in my September favorites. It's kind of a reddy brown color. I don't know, it's just really pretty. So it's kind of nice too because, like I mentioned in the video, when you first apply it, it's kind of intense and vampy, but as it wears a little bit more, it kind of turns into a prettier like mauve color. And I think that's just like some of your natural lip color kind of showing through a little bit, but I will keep this one because I do like the color a lot. I just wish I could make the formula work a little bit better, so I'm going to have to keep playing around with that. Next are my NYX Butter Glosses. I really wanted to get rid of some of these, and I so far haven't done terrible, but I haven't done as good as I wanted to. So the first one is Tiramisu, and this one is this really pretty pinky mauve color. I love this one like on its own with just like a lip liner underneath. I love this on top of lipsticks. It's one of my favorites just because I can kind of change colors a little bit with this gloss, and I love to just throw this on. So I'm going to keep this one. Next is Eclair. Eclair I don't have with me. It's kind of a lighter, cool toned pink, but that one's in my purse. It's another one that I just keep in my purse and I just throw it on when I don't have a lip product but I need something. So I'm going to keep Eclair. Next is Devil's Food Cake. Devil's Food Cake I originally planned on keeping. It is this really pretty dark, vampy color. I'm going to swatch it. I've been trying to resist swatching these for you guys because I know if I do, my arm will just be full. It's a really pretty dark, vampy color, but and like it's actually decently pigmented. But when I wore it the other day, I just wasn't in love with it. I think that I just really prefer matte lips when I'm going something like this dark. So I'm going to pass this one along, which makes me sad because last year I really loved it, but I'm just not loving it this year. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it along. Next is Fortune Cookie. So this one too, it's kind of another one I usually keep in my purse and just throw it on. But the last couple times I've worn it, I just haven't liked it. It's very, very nude, which is usually why I like it, because it's very nude. But I don't know. I'm just not swatching things. I need to stop. There it is next to Devil's Food Cake. It's just too nude, I think. I'm not really liking this color anymore, so I am going to go ahead and pass this one along as well. Next is Angel Food Cake. So this one is kind of similar to tiramisu, but it is slightly different. It's a little darker, it's a little more cool toned. So I, again, love this on its own with lip liners and stuff. I love it over lipsticks. It's, you know, one of my favorites. So I will keep that one too. Eventually I figure I'll probably get rid of, I'll probably either get rid of tiramisu or Angel Food Cake. Like eventually I'll pick one, but right now I'm going to keep them both, even though they are really kind of similar. Next, let's see. Next is my NYX matte lipsticks. This first one is Summer Breeze. I think I've talked about this in a favorites video or something before, but it is just the perfect summer pink color. It's kind of a bold pink without being, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not quite a hot pink, even though that's what it looks like. It's just a tiny bit more subtle and a tiny bit more wearable. So I do really like this one. It's a summertime favorite for me, so I will keep that one. Next up is Hippie Chic. I think I've kind of talked about this before. I think in that makeup I want to use up in 2015. Yeah. I was looking for a dupe for Lime Crime's, I think it was Coquette. But one of my favorite YouTubers, this was before the whole Lime Crime, like the big scandal, I should say. You know, they've had some smaller stuff. But before the big scandal, she was wearing Coquette. And it looked really, really pretty. And I was trying to find a dupe. I think that everything I was pulling was just too orange. Like, I mean, this is, as you can see, pretty orange. It's pretty bright, like orange. It doesn't look terrible on me. It's just not really color I reach for, and it's in the matte formula, and I just kind of don't like it in the matte formula. Even with a gloss on top, it's not bad, but I just don't find myself reaching for it. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that one along. Next is Aria. This is the best color that NYX has ever come out with, in my opinion. It is, I'm going to swatch it because, like, that's what we need to do. There it is there. I cannot get over how much I love this color. It's one of those colors I can wear during the summertime and it looks nice. I can wear it during the fall or winter time and it looks nice. It's the right amount of pink and purple that it works for any season. But yeah, it is really, really, really pretty, and it's one of my favorites, so I will definitely be keeping that one. This last time I wore it, I wore ColourPop's I Heart This on the lid, and then I put that on the lips, and then just kind of some kind of warmer colors in the crease, and kind of did like the halo eye, so I had like a little bit darker colors in the inner corner and the outer corner, and then just kind of wrapped it around I Heart This in the middle. It was really, really pretty. Sorry, I'm rambling. Next is my NYX Butter Lipsticks. First one is in Candy Buttons. This too is just a summertime favorite. It's a really pretty, I don't know what to call this, kind of peachy coral color. It just is one of my favorites. And I like the butter lipstick formula, especially because they kind of feel like a lip balm on, and you know, when it's summertime and I'm hot and I'm sweaty and I don't really want to wear makeup, it's kind of nice because this doesn't really feel like a typical lipstick. So I will be keeping that. Next is Pops. Pops is one of my favorites as well. It's just a pretty kind of brown mauve color. I love this one. Again, it's nice because it feels like a lip balm, but it's not, and it's got nice, you know, still pretty decent pigmentation. I wouldn't say nice pigmentation, I guess, because it's not super pigmented, but they are really nice. Next is my round lipsticks. So I have La La, and this one is just, in the packaging, I feel like it looks like kind of like a purpley mauve color, but when you apply it, it looks like a cool toned purple, almost slightly gray color. And it's really, really pretty. So again, I'm going to keep this one. I like a lot of my NYX lip products, and I like them because they're affordable, but the colors are good. So I end up keeping a lot of those. Next is my NYX round lipstick in Pure Nude. This one is going to go. This one, I again bought it because I was looking for a dupe for Coquette. And it's kind of a peachy nude color, and it's pretty, but it doesn't look very good on me. They have like a weird, like, I want to say like laundry detergent slash like dryer sheet scent to them. I know that's really weird, but it just has like a weird smell. I do like these because the formula is super creamy and super pigmented, but this color just isn't doing me any favors. I wish it looked good on me, but sadly it just doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. Next is my Ulta Matte Lip Cream. I do have 3 of these, but I haven't worn the other 2 yet, so I only have the one in here right now. This one's in the color Artistic. I don't have any liquid lipsticks that are the shade of pink. I usually stay away from the lighter, you know, liquid lipsticks because I feel like they can look chalky and they just don't usually look as good in a matte formula. So I actually do really like this one. It's one of the lighter liquid lipstick colors. I found that I actually do like the way it looks when it's matte, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. Next are my Bite Beauty duos. I have Fig and Date on this one here. They're both kind of more, you know, kind of more mauvey, nudie colors. But the Bite Beauty ones are always really nice because they are just such a nice formula, and I mean, this is just a little duo, so it's like I could really use these up really fast if I wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and keep those. The other one, which is a little bit more unique, this one is in Tangerine and Lingonberry. So that's Tangerine right there. As you can see, I've used this one a pretty, I don't know, I feel like kind of a decent amount. And then this one is the berry one. So I'll go ahead and keep these. They're little. I like them. I don't use them a ton, but the formula is really nice, so I'll keep those. Next are some Maybelline lipsticks. My Rebel Bloom collection, I'll start with that. I'm going to start with Blushing Bud. I think I've talked about this lipstick before in favorites videos, but this is just one of my favorite, just throw it on and go lip colors, because it looks good with every makeup look I do. I don't know. I just love this one. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this because this is a favorite for me. Next is Peach Poppy. This one is going to go. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this one because it looks a lot like Hippie Chic and some other ones. I just wanted like a peachy coral lipstick, and it's like I already had 10 of them. I don't know why I was buying another one. But I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one too, just because I don't know. It doesn't look bad on me, but in my opinion it doesn't look great. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Next are my Maybelline matte lipsticks. So the first one is in Ravishing Rose. This is just a really pretty pink color. I like it because it's kind of a brighter pink, but it's still pretty subtle and kind of more wearable too. So I do like this for when I want like a pop of pink, but I don't want anything like a bright hot pink. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. Next is Craving Coral. This color is just beautiful, especially during the summertime, especially if you actually get a tan. It is really, really pretty. It's one of my favorite colors too. I love that with like almost no eye makeup, so I could really like wear it today. But that one I'm going to go ahead and definitely keep. I haven't gotten through too many more of my matte lipsticks from Maybelline, so next are my Revlon lip butters. I have Sugar Plum and Juicy Papaya. I think we both know what I'm going to do with these. I've talked about them before in videos. There isn't a ton of product in them kind of really to begin with, but I've used quite a bit as well. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. I think my cousin would probably really like them just because they're a nice subtle tint of color and she doesn't wear a ton of makeup. This one's Juicy Papaya. That's what it looks like there. So I will go ahead and pass these along. Hopefully someone will want them. Next are my L'Oreal Two-Step Infallible Lip Colors. I have 4 of them. I have Mesmerizing Merlot, Rose Tattoo, Passionate Petal, and Raisin Revival. So this is what the colors look like. I have done a review on these before. I do love how long wearing these are, but for some reason I just find them kind of uncomfortable on my lips. And I think it's just because after a while the clear balm that you have to set them with just kind of fades away like on its own, and you really do have to reapply this, otherwise it's just a hot mess. I've worn all of these at least once and I just really, I don't know, just don't like them. But in particular when I wore Rose Tattoo, it just was really, it applied really nicely and was very even, but as the day went on it got very patchy and was like coming off in places. So I mean, these I'm just gonna give away. It kind of kills me to do that because I really do like how long wearing they are. Like, I think that's awesome. And the colors are super pretty. I'm always drawn to them whenever I walk into Ulta or Walgreens or whatever, but I don't know. These just aren't, I don't know. I just don't want to reapply clear balm all the time, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Because I just don't really get a lot of time throughout the day to reapply my lip color. Essence, my Essence lipsticks. I have 3 of them. So the first one is Oh So Matte. This one I was really considering getting rid of because it's just kind of a brown nude color, and I was like, that is just way too nude for me. But if I pair it with the right lip liner, it is stunning, and I can't get rid of it for that reason. Just because it ended up being one of my favorite nude lip combos, and that's, I feel like, the thing I've been really struggling with is finding nude lips that I actually do like on myself. So I am going to keep this since I actually found a nude lip combo that I like. Next is Natural Beauty, and this color is just that. It is one of those lip colors that just enhances my natural lip color. It's my lips but better, and it's amazing. So I will keep this one too. And next is Barely There, and this one, I don't know how to explain it. It's not a nude, which, you know, with the name Barely There, I would think that it would be. It's kind of a lot like Lala, the NYX round one that I showed a little bit earlier, but this one is a little bit warmer. It's not quite as purpley, but it kind of has like a vampiness to it, which surprised me. I think it just looks kind of a little bit vampy and dark on me because I'm so fair, but I really do like that one as well. And then I actually missed a lip color, my Maybelline Lipstick in Blushing Beige. I just finished that in my last Project Pan update, so that is out of here, gone for good, and I will not repurchase that for sure. Next is my Milani Lip Flash, and I've been working on this for Project Pan, so like, you know, that's on its way out. Next is my ColourPop, and I haven't actually worn a lot of my ColourPop lippy sticks, but I have the one in BFF. I really thought that this was going to be like a pretty peachy nude color. I thought the whole point of the BFF line was it was supposed to be nudes, but this color on me is really orange. Like, hopefully the camera is picking up like how orange this is what it looks like on me. Like, it is just really, really orange. It doesn't look good at all, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. I'm just really sad that I got this because I wish I would have gotten a different color because I just do not like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. Next is my Urban Decay gloss, the Revolution gloss, and this is in Quiver. It's kind of a brighter berry pink color. This I could see myself getting rid of in the future. Right now I'm going to go ahead and keep it because I really like the color, but the formula, it just seems, it's nice because it's really long lasting, but my biggest complaint about Urban Decay is that they have like this really yeah, they have this really chemical like paint smell to them almost. And that's not fun to wear on your lips for like, you know, 12 hours or whatever. So, I mean, I could see myself getting rid of this in the future. Right now I'm going to keep it because I really like the color. And when I want to wear a gloss and I want it to be long wearing, this is something I can reach for because I know it'll be long wearing. But I just wish they would do something about the smell, because that was my same complaint about the Naked glosses too. So next is my Urban Decay Bend lipstick. I never know how to say this. But this is another just kind of go-to lip color for me that I don't really know what to wear with it, and I just grab this and it's good. Plus this is the only Urban Decay lipstick I own, so like I had to swatch it, but I'm gonna definitely keep this one because I really like it. So there it is there. Next is, I have a little sample of the Urban Decay Naked Gloss in Love Child. It's this really pretty pink color. I love this for days like today where, you know, just no makeup to minimal makeup and just throwing this on. But again, I cannot get past the smell with this because I mean, these ones are better. This sample actually smells like minty and kind of a little bit sweet, but the full-size glosses, when I use them, they have a chemical smell to them and it's just really annoying. But I just don't really find myself reaching for this, and I think it's just because it's a little sample and I kind of forget that I have it. Even though I do like the Love Child color, it's a pretty pink color. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it along. I know it's just a little sample, but maybe somebody will want it. Next is my Too Faced, I can't remember what these are called, the Le Creme lipsticks, I think. But this is in the color Naked Dolly. And I thought for sure like I was just going to use this up and get rid of it, and that's all I have left is that little bit right there. But I paired this with a lip liner that I really like, and again another nude lip combo that I just really like. And any nude lip combos that I like, I'm going to go ahead and take it and run with it, because I have such a hard time finding nude lips that I actually do like on me. So I am going to keep this. I probably will repurchase this in the full size because I really like it. So the Le Creme formula and the Urban Decay Revolution lipstick formula are actually really similar in my opinion. They both seem pretty similar. Next is my Lorac. I have a couple of their Alter Ego glosses. I have CEO, whoops, I'm dropping them. I have CEO, Duchess, and Secret Agent. And you're going to look at these and, oh, actually on camera they do look different. I thought you guys were going to laugh at me because they look the same. So anyways, I'm going to start with CEO, which is this one right here. I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of this. I have the CEO lipstick and I love it, but the gloss for some reason I just don't love as much. I don't love the way it looks on me. I don't feel like it's as long wearing as the other ones, which is kind of weird. But I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I know somebody will want that. So next is Duchess. And this is just a pretty, again, this is kind of a nudie pink color for me. So I do want to keep this one because it's something I can throw on with lots of looks. It's the one that I like to layer on top of a lot of lipsticks. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. And then lastly, this one is Secret Agent. And I never actually purchased this one. I got this for free from work as gratis. And this is one of the few that I'm going to try to show you guys. I don't really know that it's going to pick up. But it has a little bit of silver, like, sheen or glitter in it. Once you put it on, you really don't see that, or I feel like I can't tell that the shimmer or sheen is there. But paired with the right lip liner, I really do like this color. And when I first got it, I was like, this is way too brown. There's no way I'm going to wear this. But, I mean, I've worn it with the lip liner a couple times, and it's actually become one of my favorites. So, I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. Next is my Lorac lipstick in CEO. This is just, color is everything. It's one of my favorite lipsticks of all time. So that is what it looks like there. It's a gorgeous color. The formula is great. They smell like cake, cupcakes, frosting, whatever. They smell sweet. So I love this one, and I'm going to definitely be keeping it. I'm on to my MAC lipsticks, and I actually really don't have that many MAC lipsticks left. but I haven't really got to wear them, so the only one I've actually worn is MAC Odyssey, and we all know this is in my project pan, but I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I'm going to go ahead and repurchase it. I've decided that I like it because I can pair it with a really dark red lip liner and it looks like a pretty dark vampy red. Or my favorite way to use it is I actually just blot it on, and it kind of gives me your lips but better look, and I really like the color that it gives me, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Next are some Smashbox lipsticks. The first one is Fig. Fig and Odyssey I've always felt like were very similar, but Fig is not a frost and Odyssey is a frost, so I mean, I don't know, they're pretty similar, but I think I'm going to keep Fig for right now. It's again another lipstick I could see myself getting rid of, but it is a pretty color. So for right now I'll keep it, and then we'll just kind of see next time. Next is my Smashbox lipstick in Posy Pink, and it looked literally like that one, but I did finish that one last month or the month before. It was in one of my empties videos, but that one is gone and done. So that is out of my collection. Next is my Smashbox lipstick in Pretty Social. This is, you know, just kind of a nude pink color. My son has gotten into this one before, so it's kind of a little more beaten up. I've actually only worn this a handful of times, but like I said, he's gotten into it, so it's a little more beaten up than some other things in my collection, but I really do like this one because it's a nude pink. And when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, it looks like Cream Cup, like why, you know, I just got rid of Cream Cup, why do I want to keep this? But this is actually more nude than Cream Cup, so it, in my opinion, works better for me because then it doesn't, sometimes Cream Cup just looked too pink. It didn't look like a nude pink. So this being a little bit more nude, it does look like a nude pink on me and not the way that Cream Cup did. So next is my Kat Von D little sample lipstick in Lovecraft. I'm really surprised how much I like this one. It's a really pretty color. I didn't really think I'd like the actual lipstick formula from Kat Von D because anytime I swatched them, they just seemed so dry. But then again, they are just sitting there with the cap off, you know, 24 hours a day. So I guess they are kind of on the drier side because of that. But this one's actually pretty creamy and I do like it. So I would consider repurchasing this one if, you know, I actually do use this up. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. Next is my Buxom Gloss in Debbie. We all know I finished that in Project Pan, so that is gone and done. Next one is, let's see, I don't know how to say this one for sure. It's Laka & Co. Cheeky Lip, and I got this as a Birchbox sample. I think I've talked about before how like I'm kind of mad because like you just get this little, that's like what you get for product out of this. But I am looking for a dupe for this product because I really like the color. It's actually kind of unique. I can't find anything that is exactly like it. But I just really like this color. It's like kind of a brighter pink without being super bright pink and obnoxious. I don't know why I'm always drawn to those colors. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it because I feel like I kind of sound like a crazy person. But that's it there. I don't know. I just really, really like it. I've considered purchasing the Laka & Co., you know, the actual product, but I heard that you don't get a lot of product in it, so then I was kind of like, well, I don't want to spend, I don't remember how much they were, but I remember thinking they were kind of pricey for the amount of product you got, so that's why I was looking for a dupe for the exact color of this, but I'm going to keep it until I end up finding something I like just as much, or until I end up repurchasing it or something, but I'm going to go ahead and keep that. Next is my Cynthia Rowley Creamy Lip Stain in Heartthrob. I wanted to keep that, but I have no idea where it went. It has just upped and disappeared, so unless I find it, I'll eventually remove it from inventory, but I haven't been able to find it, and it makes me really sad because it was one of my favorite like summery lip colors. It's kind of it's a red color, but the formula is kind of a mousse texture, so it's a little bit more sheer. So I really liked that one. Next is my IT Cosmetics, what is this called? It's like the CC Lip Serum or something. CC Plus Lip Serum, and it's in the color Laugh. This is what it looks like that little window is the color there. this is just a really nice gloss to just throw on when I don't want a typical lip gloss, because since it's a serum, it doesn't have the typical stickiness to it or thickness to it. I almost want to say it feels more liquidy, but that's a really weird way to explain it, I kind of feel like. But these are just very comfortable. I can throw it on with a lip liner and get, you know, a nice lip color that lasts pretty well throughout the day. Or I can just wear it on its own, and it's a nice, like, light moisturizing lip gloss. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Plus, I got this for gratis from work, and I don't know, whenever I get something like that from work, it's kind of, for some reason, harder for me to get rid of it than if I spent my own money on it. But I'm going to go ahead and keep it anyways. Next is my New York Minute Gloss by Tarte. This was in one of those Christmas sets that I got rid of, and I'm, you know, almost done with it. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really close to the bottom. I'm like right here. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this because I just want to finish it. It's kind of a pretty pinky, almost lavender color. But they smell like vanilla and mint, and they're just really nice formula. But I just want to get rid of the color kind of, so I'm going to go ahead and keep working on finishing that. Next are some little Tarte minis, because I got that Kiss and Bell lip color last year for Christmas. And I really thought I was going to use more of these, so I really thought like some of these would already be finished, but I just haven't used them a ton. So the first one is Eternal. This is kind of a pretty coral color. I don't know how to explain it. It's not a true coral. It's kind of, I don't know. There's a swatch, because I don't know how to explain it. But I really do like this one. It's a matte one, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Next is Dreamy. This one too I really like. It's a pretty red color, but it's the glossy formula, so it's a little bit more sheer, a little bit more day-to-day wearable kind of thing. Not that red lips aren't wearable, but I feel like, you know, like this is a lot easier to just quickly throw on than like, you know, my MAC Russian Red lipstick like that. I'm going to sit in front of the mirror and precisely apply. This I can just kind of throw it on and just kind of, you know, blend it out a little bit with my fingers and stuff, and it's kind of good to go. But this one is Dreamy, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. Next is the gloss, and it's Kiss. It's a pink, like glittery color. It's pink with like gold glitter in it. It's really pretty, but it's just not something I reach for. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along. I think someone else will really like it. So next is Alluring. This one is kind of a pinky nude color, and again, just easy throw on color. So I really do like this one. This is the one I think that I've used the most. So, and even then I still have quite a bit of product in there, but I really do like this one, so I'll go ahead and keep this one. Next is Innocent, and Innocent I was gonna keep, and then I had an unfortunate accident. I left it in the car. I don't know what I was thinking, and a lot of it is melted down in the cap. Otherwise it looks like this, and that's like all the product that's left. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this one away because I don't know, I don't care about the color enough to like really save it and scrape every last little bit out of it. Like it wasn't a super special color is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one and just toss it. Next is the Gloss in Belle. This one too, it's just a really pretty color, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. It's kind of a raspberry berry color, but again, just don't really reach for it, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that one too. I do have two more of those little Tarte minis, but I haven't worn them yet, so they'll be in the next video. Next are some other MAC lipsticks I totally kind of forgot about, but there is the MAC Viva La Glam Nicki Minaj lipstick, and this is like neon pink. And when I first got it, I was like, I just don't like it, and I depotted it, and I took the packaging back to MAC, and I was like, I'll figure out what to do with this. Like, I'm either going to mix it with lipsticks, or I will find a way to like this. Well, as times went on, I've really grown to like this color, but the formula of this is horrible. I don't remember what finish this was supposed to be, but I put it on, and it looks really nice for about an hour or two. Then a couple hours into the day, it just gets, it's like matte. It turns like into a matte, and it just gets chalky and kind of just wears off a lot, and it's just not, it just doesn't look good as the day goes on. It looks really nice for the first hour or two and like a really pretty fun bright pink. I actually had a lot of people ask me what I was wearing when I've worn this, but it just, I don't know, it just does not last as well. And I've found some other really bright pink colors that I like the formula better. The color's not 100% exact, but it's close enough that I can part with this. So I'm hoping someone can find a way to make it work. I've applied gloss over it and it does work better with a gloss, but I just don't want to have to do that. It's too much work. I'm going to get rid of it. Next is MAC Dark Side. Typical vampy red lipstick color. I don't know. This one too, I purchased it and I was like, yes, I need this color. And then I got it and I was like, it's just kind of dark and I don't really wear it very much. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one as well. My final two, because there was one I missed. My Makeup Forever, this is the birthday lipstick from last year in number 9. I really, really like this, but I don't have a ton left. So I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to pan it. I'm just going to finish it up because there's not that much left. I don't want to pass this on to somebody with just that tiny little bit of product left. So I'm going to keep it and I'm going to pan it, but I think that once it's done, it's done. I'm not going to keep it. So there is that. And then lastly is my little Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer in Rhubarb. This paired with a red lip liner I really like. Again, it's just a nice, pretty, wearable red color. Because it's a little bit more sheer, so I'll swatch it because why not? So that is it there. Looks very similar to Dreamy, but Dreamy is a little bit more of a pinky red, and this is a little bit more, it's a warm red, but it's a little bit maybe more on the orange side. Just a little bit. So there's that. I do have, you know, quite a few more lipsticks to go through, and that'll be in the second part of the video. And then I'm going to see if I can throw lip liners in with that one too. But yeah, there are a couple other lip colors that I forgot on this list. One of them being my matte lipstick in Siren. It's a dark vampy red color again, so I'm getting rid of that one because I have other lipsticks that color and in better formulas. For example, Maybelline Divine Wine in the matte formula. This is a better one than the NYX Siren in my opinion, so you know, I ended up getting rid of that one. I think I ended up getting rid of like one other one that wasn't on my list that I had forgotten about, but otherwise that is it. So far so good. I think I've gotten rid of 27 already, but I'll have to count up and let you guys know in the next video. I'm hoping to have the next video up next week, that way they're not too spaced apart, since this is kind of a two-part one. But after this there will be, I want to do my hair care products and I want to do like my lotions and stuff. I'm not going to do skincare because I have a decent amount of skincare, but not really anything that I'm going to like get rid of or pass along. It's all just stuff that it's like, it's moisturizer, I'll use it up eventually, you know, that kind of thing. So I want to do hair care. I've already done my nail polishes. I did my nail polishes way before I did this decluttering. I did it like over the summer or something. So that one's actually already done and I kind of already gave the stuff away, so I can't really show that one. But I don't have a ton of nail polish anyways. It's just my mom was a nail tech, so I had a lot of nail polishes from her. But otherwise I don't have a ton of nail polish. But I'm kind of just rambling now, so I'm sorry. I hope this video is not too terribly long, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time for part 2, and thank you for watching. Bye!